Yes, I want to welcome you once again. It has been a wonderful time to wonderful time on hanging out with our DEBOLA praise. First and foremost, I want to thank as many that always tune in to my my time. Like I always like to tell people from the beginning, it's not a church service, yet it's God's ordained to reach out to young people, to reach out to people, to reach out to singles, to reach out to the married, to reach out to as many as possible. And I always like to tell you, this is not another game, another video to which I being a pastor to reach out to people because the church is closed. No, that's a no, because that's not. I've been doing it before COVID-19 issue started, so my church people know it has been on. So if you are seeing something different from what churches always do, that I'm telling you all this, so you can understand that I'm not doing it because I have a church. I'm not doing it because my church was closed down. No, far from it. So it's just basically because to reach out to young people, and so that's why we are here today. I want to appreciate those who are always looking out for me, telling me, why you doing? Why do you do it that way? Why did you do it this way? Why shouldn't it be? I'm always grateful to people who does that, and I'm also grateful for those who link up with us on other platforms. That the new one that we are using for now, the YouTube. Again, I beg you, please help me subscribe to our YouTube channel about DEBOLA Praise. Basically, you hear a lot of things that you don't hear in churches. You hear a lot of things that you don't hear from people because they are hiding, they won't tell the story. They are one of the platforms that we started recently, my journals, my story. God told specifically to tell my story, how I went through wilderness experience, how I went through some relationship that didn't work. I went through hunger, I went through life-threatening situation, how I went through sickness, being a sickler and all those sorts like that. So we started, we have done 2 editions. So every week we'll be talking about, every Wednesday by 5 o'clock on our platform, we're talking about it. Normally it's supposed to be on YouTube, but YouTube demands that we should have 1,000 subscribers before we begin to go live on YouTube. So what we do is we go live on Facebook, then we copy it to other platforms like what's it called, WhatsApp, YouTube, the IG, that's Instagram. So that's what we have been doing. So today, for some time we have been talking about the issues with young people. So today, before now, last week, I just felt the need for me to remind young people. And so I cut out like a word for it. Rediscover yourself in God's purpose. I believe I see that many young people don't know who they are, don't know what they are, don't know what God has given to them. So this morning I want to remind you on how to rediscover yourself, how to bring back to focus how you can do that. Many have identity problem, and they don't know who they are. They don't know what's God's purpose for them, what's God's plans for them. So they are lost already. So this morning I just want to mention 1 or 2 things that can help you to rediscover that, to bring back to focus what God has called you for. So that's what I am. That's what I want to talk to us about, because many don't know who they really are. So I want to share some thoughts. It may not be for a long time, it may just be for just few time. So one, I want to share about 5 steps to rediscover yourself. And I remember one of my daughters, Happiness by name, one naughty girl. He calls me Bishop of Self-Worth. And I always tell her that until you begin to value yourself, people don't value you. Until you place the value on yourself, people will not value you. So place the value on yourself. It's not every now and then they call on you that you go. They can, don't worry, call DEBOLA, DEBOLA will come. You don't get anything when they do. No. You know, put the value in yourself, especially when you have something to offer. When you have something in the offering box, there's a need for you to put the value in yourself. Let people know that, I value myself, I value my time, I value my energy, I value my money. So basically so she calls the bridge of self-worth. And the beginning of rediscovering yourself, one, is what I just shared just now. Place a value on yourself. And how do you place a value on yourself? Find something doing. Like I always tell people, COVID-19 is not an excuse for you to lazy up and down. It's not an excuse for just to sit down and just be doing that stupid song. Whatever will be will not be. There's a need for you to put some things in place. Have something doing. Let people know you for doing this. And then it's just a matter of time they will celebrate you based on that thing you are doing. Don't just be like, okay, wake up in the morning and do a lot of things. You know? I have boys around and then nothing. I remember I was sharing testimony this morning in church. I asked the boy, what do you want to do? The boy said, I want to be a welder. And I said, I don't understand. He said, I want to be a welder. I said, why? And this boy is a brilliant student. He wants to be a welder because he felt that there's no hope again, there's nothing. What am I trying to say? Until you begin to until you have something to offer, people will not you will not be able to place value in yourself, and people will not be able to place value on you. So the beginning of rediscovering yourself is to find what you are called to do. What is that thing? What are you passionate about? What are you interested about? What do you love doing? And remember when I started, all I know how to do is to sing. Yes, talking like I'm just shocked that I can sing. I just love singing. I remember one time people called me the African Domo. When I sing, then I added keyboard to it. Oh my God! When I'm on keys, find something, be passionate about something, and then grow on it. Now I don't play keyboard as such again. And let me also boast more. Let me also show myself small. I've been playing keyboard since 1998. Some of you they will not give back to you. I'm playing keyboard since 1998. When I say playing keyboard, I remember I went to school. I went to this music school, and they were just because of my love for music, they were just telling me to write notes. I said, write notes. So over a month I was just writing notes. So I can't write. So I left the school. So I'll be going to church, trying to keep myself just playing, mind playing nonsense. But the nonsense one day became real to me, makes sense to me, that I can boast that nobody taught me keyboard since 1998. So if I'm on a keyboard today, there's no how to play something that you will not be able to relate easily with. So number one, to rediscover yourself, there's a need for you to find something. Don't just sit around and do whatever will not be. There's a need for you to have something. Now, mind you, you may not be a youth. You may be even an old person now, like me. No, you can still do it. You can still find something to do. You can still do something with your time. You can still have something to offer. I listened. I think I've shared the testimony before. I was Pastor Sam Adeyemi's class, and he was telling us that this COVID-19 is not an excuse for you not to be successful. And I said, the easy way to be successful is to find a problem and look for the solution. When he said it, because I have something like that also. To discover yourself, value yourself. And when you value yourself, you need to put something, have something in your offering. So, number one, same thing that Pastor Sam Adeyemi said. In this COVID-19, there's no excuse. Find something, find a problem, and then grow in it. And just a matter of time, money will begin to roll into you. Number two, and which is where I'm going to stop today. In rediscovering yourself, many people let me put it in literal terms, and I will say it over and over again. Many young people have lost so much faith in God, lost faith in their economy, lost faith in their parents. And excuse me, that's just you. making an excuse for you, because there are still thousands, millions of young people, even with the present state of the world, they are still making it. So stop looking for excuse. Make commitments. Decide for yourself that this, I can't just live like this. Yes, let me put a pause. I know there are people that the situation right now doesn't look as if anything can happen to them. For starters, where they are coming from, their daddy and mommy is a no-no for them, because there's nothing to write to say about them. They also are still struggling, and then you are saying that they should. No, but that's not an excuse either. Someone shared testimony in church today about being a teacher. The teacher are sitting at home. But do you know, I still know some teachers who are still earning even much more now than when COVID-19 came. How do you discover yourself? Remove excuse. Focus on God. Because as far as I'm concerned, it is God I'm talking today. Sometimes I remember one of my sons met me on the road and was just lamenting years ago, and they was telling me, this, daddy, I do this, daddy, I do that, and I said, if I tell you all the certificates I've gotten, you will shock. I said, I'm a double degree holder, I'm a shoemaker, I'm a keyboardist, I'm a music director, I do graphic design, I do video editing, I do a lot of things. But I didn't know all these things in one day. And the boy was like, how? And I told her, God, all this I'm doing, I still do them full time. I do ministry full time, nothing else. So as a young man, number one, to rediscover yourself, one, there's a need for you to have something in your framework. It means that you must have something to offer. When you have something to offer, you have to place value on yourself. Because if people see that you have nothing at all, people will not come to you. People will not place value on you. Enough of excuse. Focus on God. Focus on your maker. Listen, God, there's a scripture that says, it is God who giveth this power to make wealth. Some people today are shopping endless money because they focus on God. Not on person, just on God. Because God is the only one. Let me share a testimony now. Some of you may not believe this is a testimony. As in, this last week I was up broke, and I need data. And I have somebody I've not seen in my life. I've not seen in my life, but the chat. But because I have something, I have value, I have something in the box. I thought there's a combo. What's happening though? So I need data. And they say, are you okay? Immediately send 1,000 naira data to me through my Airtel. Now imagine, I'm saying someone you may not see as a big deal, but because I have something, and then God supernaturally also does, the Bible says the heart of man is in the heart of God, and He turns it like water, and then God directs, because there's a possibility even with that also, that person may say, no. But God matter, involving God matter in your matter, let me put it that way, goes a long way to help you in discovering. Hope you understand what I'm saying. So I don't want to waste time because of the schedule of the video. Understand, you're not a failure as a young man, you're not useless, you're not stupid, you're not a fool, but understand there's a need for you to begin to do this thing. Let me add the third one because it's important. The Bible says, the man taken his heart, so it is, so the person is. Enough of all this pollution in your mind. There's many young people out there that are living a polluted life based on what they have experienced, based on what they've seen, based on what has happened to them, and then there's a lot of nonsense in their hearts. And do you know, I would say the abundance of the heart man speaks. So it is what you store in that will come out. So many people have some nonsense in their hearts, And when you have nonsense in your heart, there's no how you experience something that is positive. Bible says, guard your heart with all diligence, out of it flows the issue of life. So, if what is coming, what you have within is nonsense, what will come out is nonsense also. Like computer terminology, garbage in, garbage out. So we are garbage in, it's what will come out. So I will advise, there's a need for you to have positivity. I remember years ago there's one book by Norma Pearson, Power Positive Thinking. That book challenged me. Like I told you now, one of the easy ways to succeed is have mentors, have fathers, people that you know there's something you need, and then it can be a blessing to you. What am I saying? 1, value. 2, go with God. 3, your mind goes a long way. Enough of tradition, enough of foundational problem, enough of that's what we do, norms, beliefs that you know does not go, that is negative to your person. Even as a child of God, if you are a child of God and you have a lot of negativity in your mind, there's no how you can prosper. There's no how you can be celebrated. There's no how you can be successful. There's no how. Because from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. I always tell I have a niche also, the niche that talks about the battle of life, and the battle of life is won and lost in the mind. So when you are defeated in your mind, forget it. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing a pastor can do for you. Like, let them pray from now till Jesus Christ comes. It's still negative because it's still negative. What you have within is negative. So I want to encourage you today. Yes, what you are saying is negative. Be positive about life. Every Wednesday, just join me. Any of the platforms, Facebook, WhatsApp, or YouTube. Because there and then I'll tell some of the stories I've gone through, because I saw hell literally on earth and I survived them. And if I can survive them, you can survive them also as a young man. So until next Sunday, do join me. I also want to encourage you to join our social platforms. If you need us to add you to our WhatsApp groups, because we have some groups that for singles, for young people, to receive our wisdom nuggets, to mingle with different people, matured minds, on Gathering of Champions. We have several platforms on WhatsApp. We have several platforms on Facebook. We have our page. All of them is on OBA DEBOLA Praise. On IG, OBA DEBOLA Praise. On YouTube, it's OBA DEBOLA Praise. And most of these things that I will talk about, you see them there. I have 2 books that are house. One for singles, one for youth. The one for singles is Blissful Sex. How do I put it now? Having a blissful sex in your marriage. I can enjoy sex within the context of a marriage. We did pre-order since before ending of that April till last week 1,000 naira, but now the book is for 2,000 naira. Our ebook for 2,000 naira. Also, before you say I do, is another book of mine for singles. The things that you need to do, the things I need to consider as a young man, as a young woman, before saying I want to go and meet this sister, or before I accept this proposal from this man. That's what the book's all about. Oh, you need to understand also that because of that book, there's a class that I'm organizing online for every single. Per person is 3,000 naira. Now, what do you get to benefit from the class? All these things about before you accept the proposal, all these things we talked about, and then the book, you will get the book, the ebook for free. But per person is 3,000 naira, and then the class is for June, the last Thursday in the month of June. Once again, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And beg, there's no big deal. Everybody knows what subscribers, having 1,000 subscribers will do for them. So I want to encourage you, please do subscribe to our channel, and I will know God will bless you in Jesus' name. Now we welcome suggestions, we welcome testimony, and whatever God has done for you through our broadcast. God bless you. Till Wednesday that we'll meet again. I'm still that same boy of yours, of whatever place. God bless you.